Everyone died. The fort fell. The chosen one became a ghost. And yet, here I am. Doing the thing we stubborn humans always do. Start again. Now, I'm not saying I think this time will be perfect. But I just don't know how not to try. This new land, Vale Mirror, has untouched trees as far as the eye can see. A flowing river teeming with fish, undisturbed pools of water, which in the moonlight reflect our dwarves' ambitious eyes. Now naturally these pioneers will have heard all the horrific tales from the demise of their neighboring fort, hailed Rampart. Never again will we send away our best troops. Every decision for this fort will be one of intelligently crafted defenses. We will stand our own. And I simply love beginning anew. I'm addicted to it. See, to me, there's nothing like a fresh start. However, fresh start does not necessarily mean an easy one. And we encountered these 3 challenges within the first year, which kind of wove the whole story of the fort in a unique direction I did not expect. So first and foremost, we had 2 key dwarves die unexpectedly in the very beginning. It's never happened to me before that a woodcutter could get struck down by the very tree he was felling, but that happened like the first week, which was very sad. And next, we had a dwarf die of dehydration during our first winter's freezing of the rivers, because we didn't get enough alcohol going and drinks and you know the rest. So he died as well. So we were left with 2 tombs down below. So these sad deaths already told the tale that this land, Vale Mirror, it's not fucking around. Death is always just a hair thread away. A bearded hair thread away. Which was very sobering and devastating to my dwarves. Next, the finicky water inside this goddamn mountain. It proved tough to build and mine with flooding. So take a look at these runes to the north and south. I've never seen this before. So it shaped the whole infrastructure of this defensive fort into one that's more vertical and skinny. And we embraced it. We worked with it. We adapted and overcame. And we also built walls to hold out the flooding and even turned the mud from the water into farms. Now how's that for making lemonade out of lemons? And lastly, our fort attracted basically like no migration waves. Only, I think I counted 2 out of 6. So many times there was a message of no new migrants were attracted this season. So it's basically 1/3 of the civilization, of the potential we could have gotten, decided to come live here. So yes, while that also hurt my feelings, it also hurt productivity. But eventually, things turned around. See, we built with what we had, with who we had. We made our defenses ready for whatever the gods would throw at us. See, last time we were overwhelmed, and this time we're overcompensating. And it's also an unspoken rule we have in this fort that our army stays put. We're never going to pretend that this place is safe. Lastly, we had this fate-sealing and fort-defining moment. See, a goblin from the very same civilization that destroyed my last 2 forts, the kinky-sounding Learned Seduction, which is actually the goblin civilization name. This goblin, he was just casually, all of a sudden, in our tavern having a beer with my dwarves at the bar. And we would not stand for this. Once my military commander heard the news, he ran down from his training with a whole crew behind him, and he very swiftly buried his goddamn axe in that goblin's head. And he also killed this risen body from a necromancer for good measure. We decided those guys are untrustworthy as well. So we basically pulled a "this is Sparta" move against this goblin liaison. Now, this wasn't really rage and fury, but this was a message. To all goblins, you are not welcome in our fortress. We have prepared to the best of our abilities. Let us now see if it is enough.